So here we are. This is the latest, greatest, all new Trek Madone SLR 7 Generation 8 aero road bike. And in this episode I will give you the buyer's guide for this bike, and also I will make a comparison with the specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro road bike. So usually I don't make these comparisons between these high-end road bikes because, as you can see, Trek Madone SLR 7 has a retail price of $9,000 and specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro $8,500. But recently, since this Trek Madone was revealed a few days ago, recently I got a question from one of the viewers who is really interested in buying one of these bikes and definitely is kind of in between, hard to decide which one of those to buy. So for all of you who are in the market for these high-end aero road bikes, I think this video is gonna be very useful. So Trek Madone SLR 7 Generation 8 aero road bike. Let's answer the question, who is this bike for? So if you are interested in going as fast as possible in a straight line, you want these aerodynamically optimized road bikes with low drag, then definitely, both Trek Madone SLR 7 and the specialized Tarmac SL8 are typical examples of aero road bikes. Also, when you look at this Trek Madone SLR 7, when it comes to the paint schemes, Trek has always been extremely good in paint schemes, so you have 4 paint schemes to choose from. One is this very classical, totally blacked out paint scheme. Then you have this beautiful navy smoke, as they call it. Probably this is going to be one of the best sellers. And then you have this, again, beautiful dark red. They call it kind of carbon red smoke, and very classy white with a hint of gold. So as usual, Trek is very good in offering these paint schemes, especially on the high-end road bikes. On the other hand, when you look at the specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro, there are 2 paint schemes on offer. One is, again, a totally blacked out bike, and then this beautiful kind of pine green with the hints of silver and white. So very classy pine green, beautiful paint scheme. Okay, now we can dive into the specifications of this Trek Madone SLR 7 aero road bike and really see what are you getting for this, eye-watering $9,000 retail price. So let's start with the frame and the fork on this bike. So you see this frame is the latest OCLV 900 carbon fiber frame from Trek, and there is also a matching carbon fiber fork. So both frame and the fork come with the 12mm through axles front and the back, and also you have a T47 threaded bottom bracket on this bike, which is excellent. And on the rear, Trek is using this UDH, Universal Derailleur Hanger standard, which is probably going to become, a standard on all the Trek bikes in the future. Of course, when you look at this carbon fiber frame and the fork, you see that everything is aerodynamically optimized for low drag, and also you see that all the cables are internally routed on this bike. Of course, the highlight of this carbon frame is the ISO flow, what Trek calls, so this huge cutout opening at the back, originally developed to make the comfort on the bike a bit better, because as you can see, the seat post is definitely separated from the kind of seat stays and bottom of the seat tube, so definitely it's gonna give you a bit more compliance in riding this bike. But don't forget, this is also a very impressive kind of marketing trick, because this is a totally unique bike design on the market. So all in, when you consider that you also get a lifetime warranty on this carbon fiber frame from Trek, definitely, I don't have any special complaints. Here is definitely going to be a quality carbon fiber frame and the fork on this Trek Madone SLR 7 aero bike. Also, when you look at some of the smaller components like the seat post and the saddle, so this seat post is a carbon fiber seat post, of course excellent stuff and would be expected here. And this saddle is from the Bontrager range, so this is their Bontrager SL8 Pro bike saddle with a very nice cutout in the middle, which in my opinion is a must-have for all the men who are riding the bikes. And also this Bontrager SL8 Pro saddle comes with the carbon fiber shell, and as you can see, if you would need to buy this saddle on the open market, it would set you back, $240. So I'm expecting that most of the riders will like this saddle. If you don't, then again, it's easy to replace or upgrade with your preferred saddle. Also, when you look at the handlebar and the stem on this bike, this is a single piece carbon fiber handlebar and the stem. Of course, this is done for the aerodynamic reasons, and unfortunately in the future, if you want set up your position on the bike or replace any pieces, this is a proprietary piece, so you would probably need to buy it directly from like Trek or Bontrager, or find some compatible handlebar and the stem if this combination doesn't work for you. For example, this Trek Aero RSL carbon fiber handlebar and the stem, as you can see here, on the open market it's about $650, which is absolutely eye-watering price. And I will just mention here that depending on the sizes of the bike, this handlebar and the stem will, for example, for the sizes medium and large, or medium large, will be 39 centimeters at the tops, which is very nice in my opinion, because you want a bit more narrower position to minimize the drag of the whole body of the rider. So a super piece of engineering, this carbon fiber handlebar and the stem, but it's one piece and it is a proprietary design in this instance. Of course, all the cables from the hydraulic disc brakes or shifting are routed internally through the handlebar, through the stem. So in the future, if you need anything replacing or fixing, you will definitely need to go to your local mechanic to do this job for you. Okay, moving on, let's talk about the group set on this Trek Madone SLR7. So what are you getting here? So this is going to be the Shimano Ultegra Di2 12-speed electronic group set. So shifters, front mech and the rear mech, everything Shimano Ultegra Di2. Absolutely stunning 12-speed electronic group set. There's absolutely no complaints here from me. And just remember, with Shimano, wirelessly communicating shifters with the rear mech, and then you have a connection between the front mech and the rear mech with the cable. So this is kind of proprietary solution from Shimano. You probably know from SRAM, all the components communicate wirelessly, but Shimano still uses a cable connection between the front and the rear mechs. Also, when you look at the crankset, this is a Shimano Ultegra crankset, 5236 chainrings at the front, double chainring, and at the back you have Shimano Ultegra cassette. This is 1130 cassette. You can fit a bigger cassette at the back if you need. So for example, if you are really climbing some really steep mountains, then definitely 1132 or 1134 is absolutely going to be a better choice. Also, this chain on the bike is a 12-speed Shimano Ultegra chain or Shimano XT chain, depending what they are using, what's available, but a 12-speed chain. And definitely in the future, when you destroy this chain, I strongly recommend you to use something of the 12-speed compatible chains from the Shimano's bike range. It can be from the road bikes or even from the mountain biking range. Also, when you look at the braking system on this bike, Shimano Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes front and the back, and they are 160mm braking rotors front and the back, which is excellent. This is what you need on this super fast bike, because you need good stopping power and good heat dissipation. And as I also see here, these are the Shimano Ultegra braking rotors. Again, excellent, no cutting corners here. And these are with the Shimano's Ice Tech or Ice Freeza technology, as they call it now. Also, I have to mention here, as you are seeing on all the images, this bike, I believe, should come with these aerodynamically optimized bottles and the cages. But again, I'm not sure. You should double check with your Trek dealer, because I would truly expect them to include these aerodynamically optimized bottles and cages, since the retail price of this bike is $9,000, but something definitely to double check in this instance. Now let's talk about the wheel set and the tires on this bike. So what are you getting in this instance? So this wheel set is the Bontrager Aeolus Pro 51 wheel set. Of course, it is a carbon fiber wheel set from Bontrager. Bontrager is an in-house brand of Trek, and if you would buy this wheel set on the open market, the front wheel would be $680 and the rear wheel $820. So definitely, you are speaking roughly about $1,500 for the pair of these wheels, which is, absolutely eye-watering price. Okay, so as I said, this is a carbon fiber wheel set. It comes with the 51 millimeters rim height, front and the back. Also internally, these rims are 23 millimeters, which is very nice and excellent. It is a tubeless ready wheel set, and it comes with the DT Swiss 350 hubs, front and the back, absolutely excellent stuff, and it uses also DT Swiss aero light spokes. So all in my opinion, very impressive wheel set, and the total weight, as I see here briefly, is approximately 1,600 grams, which again, in my opinion, is excellent. So definitely there are no complaints here from me when it comes to this Bontrager Aeolus 51 carbon fiber wheel set. And also this wheel set is wrapped in the Pirelli tires. Let me just double check which Pirelli tires they are using here. I believe it should be the Pirelli P0 Race, correct? And this is the tubeless ready tire, 28 millimeter tires front and the back, again excellent, a lot of air volume, smooth ride, and what is also good, you can fit a 32 millimeter tires front and the back. So for example, in the future, when you destroy these tires, I would advise you to fit a 32 millimeter tire front and the back, just because you will have even more smoother bike ride with higher air volumes in those tires. Also, I have to mention here that now when you look at the sizing of Trek bikes, basically it's almost like the sizing of the t-shirts. So you have, starting from extra small all the way to extra large. And when you look at the total bike weight in size, I think now they're quoting in size medium large, correct? They're quoting it is 7.31 kilograms, of course excluding the pedals. So if you had the pedals on that bike ready to ride, probably about 7.6 kilograms. I can't say that this is, anything special when it comes to the ready to ride aero road bike. Of course, I wish that it was, closer to 7 kilograms ready to ride, but this about 7.5, 7.6 kilograms. Maybe they've decreased a little bit the weight compared to the previous generation 7 of the Trek Madone, but still there are some other aero road bikes on the market which are lighter than this one. So keep in mind, Trek Madone SLR 7 generation 8 has a retail price of $9,000, and then definitely the biggest competitor will be, in my opinion, the specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro bike, which has a retail price of $8,500. Of course, this is not the specialized S-Works model, but there's no point of going to that level, because this Tarmac SL8 Pro is a fantastic aero road bike, and with this retail price of $8,500, in my opinion, it is a direct competitor to that Trek Madone SLR 7. So this Tarmac SL8 Pro comes again with a superb specialized carbon fiber frame and fork. This is their FACT 10R carbon fiber frame fork. Again, lifetime warranty on the carbon frames from Specialized. You have a 12mm true axles front and the back. This is a threaded bottom bracket, excellent stuff, and all the cables, of course, are internally routed through the frame, because again, this is a aerodynamically aero road bike. Again, looking at some of the smaller pieces, handlebar and the stem, you again have the carbon fiber handlebar. I believe this stem is going to be a classical aluminum stem, and in this instance you have the separate pieces for the handlebar and the stem, which is excellent in my opinion. So it's going to be a bit easier to adjust your position or upgrade anything in the future. And the carbon fiber seat post, superb stuff, and the specialized own body geometry saddles, which again in my opinion are absolutely excellent. The group set is the same as the group set on the Trek, so this is the Shimano Ultegra Di2 electronic group set, 12-speed group set, so everything shifters, front mech, rear mech, Shimano Ultegra crankset at the front, and Shimano Ultegra cassette, and the matching 12-speed chain. Also, as you see, the hydraulic braking system, Shimano Ultegra front and the back, and these are 160mm braking rotors, the front and the back, I believe, or maybe they are using the 140mm braking rotor at the back. I'm not sure, but something to double check with your specialized bike dealer. I hope it's a 160mm braking rotor on the back also, because this is what ultimately you want, good stopping power and the heat dissipation. Also, I forgot to mention here that this crankset Shimano Ultegra comes with the 4i power meter, which is absolutely an excellent addition. For example, Trek Madone doesn't come with a power meter, which in my opinion they should have included a power meter. And also the total weight of this specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro, if I'm not mistaken, is approximately 7.2 kilograms, sorry, 7.16 kilograms in size 56. So again, we are probably speaking about 300 grams, let's say 250 to probably 300 grams, a bit lighter than the Trek Madone SLR7. So it is a substantial difference when you consider that both of these bikes are competing in the same category of the aero road bikes. Also, this specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro comes with their carbon fiber wheel set, which is the Roval Rapide CL2, 21mm internally, 51mm rims at the front, and 60mm deep at the back, and also comes with the DT Swiss 350 hubs, which is absolutely stunning, and it is a tubeless ready wheel set. The tires that are on the specialized bike are their S-Works turbo tires, 26mm front and the back. So okay, this is something you can upgrade easily in the future to 28mm tires or 30mm tires. But all in all, I'm just finding it very hard to recommend the Trek Madone SLR7 at the retail price of $9,000 versus the specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro, which has a retail price of $8,500, because this Tarmac SL8 Pro is absolutely stunning aero road bike, and also a bit lighter than the Trek Madone SLR7. So I just don't see how anybody would go for the Trek Madone SLR7 unless you can also get some discounts. So for example, you get an offer for about $8,500, then definitely you should kind of shortlist this Trek Madone SLR7. As it is now, my advice to the person who asked me would be to go for the specialized Tarmac SL8 Pro with the retail price of $8,500, because it's a stunning aero road bike, and it undercuts the Trek for about $500, which is substantial in my opinion. So this is gonna be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, keep on watching, keep on liking, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers.